got so many memories that
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got the Seahawks sure-handed wide receiver. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Seahawks and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of them. Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here's Corral on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing here, Corral. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's Corral on first down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Wigan leads the Steelers up with a fresh set of downs at their own 26. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Room here to run. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tariq Young, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, Corral going right back to Fant. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. Corral looking for another pass here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Bryan Edwards from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive of 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are.
There he goes, right side. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Noah Gray, 76 yards. And the Steelers have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out now come the Seahawks. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Derek Young, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. A 45-yard punt on the return. And it'll be Seahawks 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1st down, here's Corral with it. Open man is Edwards, he's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Corral with it, 1st down here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Seahawks sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. To the air again with Corral. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Corral. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 20-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Pickett. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Now we see Noah Fant as he helps bring this offense back onto the field. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep...
Touchdown, Seahawks! Derek Young on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make... They will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. That's taken at around the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The first throw now for the backup, Keenum. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Keenum, he finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Keenum. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Keenum now on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Pickett. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett, he completes it to Ridley. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Ridley halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 4. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Another try after the first down sack. Keenum. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on first down is Keenum.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kareem Hunt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one fielded at the 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take it. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Takes it at the 7, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways. But
he's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. Back to throw, Keenum. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Bryan Edwards with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett complete. It's Johnson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Swings this out for Hunt. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Pickett. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Boye Mafe
in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
3rd and long for Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pushes past him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Keenum. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Keenum. It's Edwards again. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Touchdown! Bryan Edwards from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Yeah,
you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blow.
Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Derek Young
with touchdown number 20 of the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. A big-time return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Walker with another carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th. Keenum. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
Back now in Pittsburgh. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll look to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown!
Derek Young. 40 yards. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And now out come the Steelers. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Finding Gray going across the field. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett, he gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. First and 10, here's Pickett. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Taking it about the 1. Johnson now returning. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that will be incomplete as well.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's at the 30, 10, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Keenum now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Throwing again, it's Keenum. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. To try again after the sack. Pickett.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Back to throw. Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum.
And this will be caught by Edwards.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Keenum wants to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Keenum. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returned. To the end zone for a touchback. To take over again on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 20, 10, and revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Corral yet again going to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make a